What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we got a bit of a crazy one. This is 7-star rank 4 Professor X gameplay, and dude, he's gonna be taking one of the craziest defenders in this game, and he is doing a pretty good job at it as well. So starting off with Yelena, you would think he doesn't really counter Yelena that well because he has no Daunted, but what we're trying to do here is basically get her to the special 2, and we're gonna dex the entire thing, but we're gonna block the last grenade because that's gonna give her the 50 combo meter, and we just basically want her to get to the elimination phase as fast as possible, because then she does not reduce your attack. She only reduces the attack when she's in the starting phase. So we're gonna go with Professor X into our 100 charges. We have them right now, and then once you throw a special, you basically consume less power. So there she goes. She's in elimination phase now, and then we're just gonna go for a heavy charge into the special 2. It's gonna be unblockable as well. And look at that, we spend less power, we're dealing some really good damage because of the elimination phase, and as you can see, you can easily nuke Yelena with Professor X with this strategy. So we finished 100% health. That's pretty impressive. You might take some blocked hits, like maybe that special 2 grenade can crit and deal some damage to you, but this time it didn't. But that was a 64-second fight, rank 4 versus rank 4. I was very impressed that Professor X can do that. Moving on to another crazy defender. Now this is a bit of a harder fight to say because Bullseye sometimes like throwing specials or he special ones. But in this fight, we're not going to bait a single special attack. Now we counter his evade above 25 charges. We take some block damage, of course, because he crits on the blocked hits, unfortunately. We can heavy his heavy, which is really useful. And then basically we're going to just trigger our charges here, and he's going to be special locked. He will not be able to use a special right now. He doesn't even get power, and then we don't need that much. We just need to go for another like special 2 here, and he's dead because he's not as tanky as Yelena, obviously. And that is Bullseye, dude. He just got nuked, 87% health, but down in 38 seconds. Like that's crazy. And I'm not saying that he can do that consistently, but it works. It definitely works. Moving on to Atuma here. So I think the only hits that can, deal damage back to you against Atuma is your medium attack, your first medium and the second medium. But here we're not going to do a single, medium attack just because I want to showcase that he can get a full yellow bar against Atuma as well. He has this type of utility. The only thing you don't have in this fight, you just can't really parry that much because, he just shrugs it off. But, I mean, in fights that you can't parry, Professor X is harder to use, obviously. But you do have the falter, which, is really helpful. You can get like 3 heavies in. And maybe sometimes even more if the opponent just doesn't hit you, But as you will see here, we're going to go for a heavy attack, get to the 100 charges. SP2, we missed the first hit, but it's fine. We are fully unblockable. And then throw a couple of special ones, and those are going to be enough because, again, Atuma is not like the tankiest opponent to face. And just one more special one here, even outside of the charges. We got the prowess. And as you can see, a full yellow bar against Atuma. So 3 defenders are actually pretty common. He just destroys them. 53 seconds. Moving on to Korg, and I think this is gonna be, we got 2 more. After this we got like 1 more skill, and then we're gonna showcase some other classes as well. Against Korg, you use medium attacks here, doesn't matter, those are non-contact. And Korg here has some crit resistance, so we definitely want to build up to like close to 3 bars of power, I believe here. And you have to make sure that when you throw your special 2, he's not going to be in the rock phase. I think I'm going to make a mistake here. Let me show you. Yeah, I'm very close to the special 3 here, so I can't really hit him, so some of my hits on the special 2 will be absorbed by the shield. But it's no big deal. As you will see, I still have like 2 bars of power left, so we can just go for another special 2. Massive special 2, as you can see. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're just going to use the falter here to just get to another special 2, and Korg is dead with another full yellow bar. Crazy. So let's see, that was probably like a 50-second fight or so. 52 seconds, yeah. So now we have another defender that is actually pretty annoying to fight, and that is Nick Fury. Okay, so I thought that was Lumatrix. I thought we had Lumatrix here, but we actually have a few more defenders now that I remembered. This is Nick Fury, and then we're gonna see Killmonger and then Lumatrix. Got quite a few defenders. Because dude, when I was recording this video, I was like, I can't believe that he's actually that good. I thought he was not a BG champ, he actually, dude, he's pretty good. He's also like a bit of an annoying defender, you know. He can stall you with the Falter. He's got that there's light attacks that you cannot really parry. But let's see, here this Nick Fury is just gonna have a little bit more HP. Use the relic here and then go for a heavy charge, activate our mind control, SP2, go for another special 2, and that should take out his first phase. There we go. And then I don't know here what happens, but we basically lose the mind control. I don't know why, but as you can see, we have 100 charges, but as soon as he enters the second life, something happens and it just resets. I don't know what that, it's a glitch or something, but I didn't want to risk throwing a special because I didn't know if I was in the mind control phase. Seems like it just ran out, or I don't know, maybe he just second life. But we have the 4 prowess now. We just need like a special 2 to like, you know, get him down to close to being dead. And that was really good, bro. Holy. Then use the Falter here, go for some combos, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know what that glitch is. It's kind of weird, but still at 65 seconds. But if we had that mind control phase, I feel like we could have nuked him a little bit faster. It's just kind of weird that it works like that. Now this is Killmonger. You don't take too much reverb here, or actually at all, with your attacks, kind of like Korg. So another really good counter here. But unfortunately, you know, Killmonger is pretty tanky with his crit resistance. So he also has that armor. So definitely gonna need like as max of ramp as we can. So we're gonna go for like close to 3 bars of power. You can go for a special 3 as well, but I don't know if it's the best thing if you want to go for like time, if you want to be fast. We took some reverb there with our first medium. Go for the special 2, and then we're gonna go for another special 2, I believe, here. Yeah, there we go. We don't get crits because he has that crit resistance, unfortunately. But as you can see, still, like, we're still dealing too much, you know? Like, that is a rank for Killmonger, and almost 1 rotation just killed him. Well, we got 1 more special 1, which might be actually enough to kill him. Yeah, even with, like, I don't think we get a single crit in those special attacks. Still pretty good. Now we got Mr. Lumatrix in play. Basically here, above 25 charges, you just counter the miss, and if he ever goes for the special 2 as well, you're going to be able to counter his evade. So definitely good counter. He's also class advantage, obviously. And if I skip this through a little bit here, I'm just going to go for 100 charges again, and then just nuke him with a 1 rotation, basically. So boom, and then 1 more special 2. It says some like ability fails. I think it fails like my red damage or something, but it's not a big deal. We have plenty of overkill for this Lumatrix. That was a big crit. And that is it, man. 56 seconds. Now, this is Onslaught here. This is one of his worst matchups. I just wanted to showcase it though, because against Psychic Shielding, when you're fighting someone that has that, you know, hashtag, basically when you have the control, the mind control phase, you spend less power, but not as much as you would spend against someone that doesn't have the Psychic Shielding. So I think you spend like 70% less against a normal fight, but against Psychic Shielding you spend 40% less. So you're not going to be able to throw all those specials back to back. I just wanted to showcase this because it's kind of a good and a bad matchup, because you're immune to burst control, so you can just push him to the special 2 and freely dex it. But for the most part, it's not the greatest because you just can't really spam the specials. And same thing about Jean Grey. She has that Psychic Shielding as well, and you are immune to her reverse controls, but you're gonna see the ability where you don't spend too much power is a lot of, you know, really mitigated for those Psychic Shielding. So as you will see here, let me just pause. So look at my power right now. We're gonna go for our special 2. We're gonna consume a lot of power, unfortunately, because he is Psychic Shielding. As you can see, we're not even back to another special 2, and the other fights we were. But it's not that he doesn't work, it's just he's not as fast. In this case though, maybe this Onslaught dies if we get those crits. Yeah, we did get those crits, but yeah, got lucky towards the end. So ideally don't want to use him against those Psychic Shielding, even though like he's not the worst. Moving on to Mr. Maestro here. So this is another defender that, you know, he's not really too common, but you can't really doubt that he's a great defender. Now, the plan here is, again, just deal all of our damage with special attacks, so it's definitely going to work here. Maestro is a big boy, though, so we definitely want to ramp up to, like, at least 2 bars and, like, 50% of the others, so we can get, like, 2 bars, 2 special 2s back-to-back. And that is the plan. We're going to take some damage, though, unfortunately, I think, because he's going to go to the 30 charges pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. 25. We're gonna pause it here. And then we're gonna go for a special 2. There we go. We whiffed the first here, but we still have another special 2 ready, which we're gonna throw it right here. No crits, unfortunately. I think we're gonna go for another special 2 here. Yeah, there we go. So we get a crit. We got 1 crit, not bad. As you can see, we're still going with the specials. And this Maestro is dead. This one's a rank for Maestro. It took some damage because of, you know, we were near him during those specials, but definitely a good counter. Definitely works. 52 seconds. Now, moving on to... Let's find out. Actually, I don't remember. This is Enchantress. Okay, yeah. So this is honestly pretty good counter, you know, Professor X's Enchantress, because once you get to the 25 charges, you basically can't miss. So if she activates the spell where, you know, she gets the untouchable, it's fine. You're not gonna miss. And also, I really like the fact that you don't have to bait too many special against Enchantress with Professor X, because you just trigger the special lock. So you probably will have to bait like only 1 special 1. Here I'm gonna bait only 1, because we're just gonna activate the special lock early on, because Enchantress isn't really the tankiest champion. We don't really have to ramp up that much. So as you can see here, she is special lock. There's nothing she can do right now, and she's at the corner, so we could just spam those heavy attacks and then go for another special 2. Massive damage, as you can see. And then here we're just gonna go for the relic, and then SP2. Actually, didn't even need the relic, and that's it. We baited only 1 special against Enchantress, and then we just nuked her. Very, very solid option. That was a 49-second fight. And then I think we have like 2 more fights, maybe 1 more fight. Let's see. Okay, so we got 2 more fights, I believe. So we got Photon, and this is honestly a decent fight as well, because once you go to 25 charges, you can just parry heavy. And the great thing about this is that if you just do parry heavies, you only get the Thunder debuff on you, because the Thunder debuff cannot stack. The others, you know, suppressions and stuff, they can stack. So your block proficiency is not really that much reduced, so you can just, you know, you can do that. And the other thing is that if inequity is in play, there's only 1 debuff, so it's pretty good. And then here I think we're gonna go for the special, I think probably 1 more heavy and then the special 2. Let's see. Yeah. Boom. Got another special 2 ready. There we go. And then I think we're probably gonna use the relic here, or we'll just go for an intercept, I guess. And SP2, and that should do it. Photon dead. We have plenty of overkill as well. So I think this was pretty realistic as well, because there was just not many debuffs on me for inequity to be in play. Now moving on to another annoying champion that's you know, pretty common on defense nowadays, Spider-Woman. Again, above 25 charges, you counter the evade, so there you have it. If she tries to evade, she's not going to be able to. Definitely be careful though if she throws like special 1 and you have that debuff on you, because she, you know, she's not going to be able to dex it, unfortunately. So I did want to push it to the special 2, just so we don't have any trouble. And there we go for our heavy. Now we're going to be careful because our parries might fail, but as soon as we get to 100 charges, it's game over. So there we go. Here we're gonna go for the heavy here, 1 more heavy, or I guess the relic into a heavy, and boom, 1 more heavy attack. She can't really throw a special right now, so we're chilling. And then that's it. That is Spider-Woman destroyed. Man, dude, Professor X is actually like so impressive. I didn't know he had this kind of power, man. 46 seconds. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video, man. Professor X, actually very impressive, very fun to use. I'm actually thinking of taking this guy out. I don't think he's gonna do, you know, great if he's fighting rank 4s with him being rank 3, because you would not be able to kill with 1 rotation most likely, unless you get like insane crits. But identical ranks, rank 4 versus rank 4, he's doing pretty good. He took like, I don't know, 10 of like the most hardest defenders in the game, and he did a pretty good job at it as well. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about him, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.